Okay. If you can see my screen, can you read for us?
Question 25. Musemi, an electronics engineer, retired from active employment in early 2021. He set up a factory in Thika on 30th September 2021 to produce mechanical and auto spare parts at a cost of 120 million. The factory commenced operations in January 2022. The cost of the factory comprised the following: factory building, office within the factory building, reinforcement of concrete floor to affix machinery, land, architect's fee, parking bay, electrical wiring, conveyor belt, lift and escalators, special shafts for lifts. Additional structures and works constructed and utilized from 1st January 2022 were as follows: residential house, workplace nursery, drawing and design room. To improve performance in the factory, an Oracle database that provides cloud services was installed at a cost of 1,125,000. The computers in the drawing and design room had a computer-aided design CAD application installed at a cost of 625,000. The building had been constructed at a cost of 30 million, was leased from Salama Manufacturers Limited for 5 years. The annual lease rentals was agreed at 7 million. Musemi imported processing machinery from China at a cost of 13 million and installed them in the building. The two warehouses were constructed at a cost of 5,625,000 and utilized from 1st September 2022. The following assets were purchased or constructed during the year: furniture and fittings, including 550,000 for workplace nursery, land fixtures stocked with mechanical engineering volumes, computer and electronics adding machines, motor vehicles, a second-hand BMW, lorry, 4 tons, tuk-tuk for the messenger, backhoe loader, additional processing machinery, mobile crane. Required capital allowances due to Musemi for the year ended 31st December 2022.
Thank you very much. That's perfect. So we can begin solving that question. Is on capital allowances. This is one of the things that was highly changed by the new Finance Act. So we are supposed to be in compliance. Let me expand this kidogo. Okay, so we can have a solution here. Solution. And this one we can make it bold. Now the allowances, as you know from your taxation, we have several categorizations. So the first one is building investments allowance. So buildings investment allowance. You can just call it investment allowance. Can also make that one to be bold. So in this case, we will have the building. Then in our next row, this one I can leave it. I think this column I can minimize it because we already know what it contains, most of this information, but in case that we need, we can expand. Then this one I'm leaving it for some workings. Then we have what we call the qualified amount. Then we have what we call allowance. Then we have what we call the residual value as the design. So for the qualifying allowance, qualifying amount, we can expand kidogo ndio ionekane. Even these allowance, even these residual value. So the first thing to bring is rate. Yeah, so I think I need to change my font. Let me select the whole of this space. And I change my font to Times. Make it to be 18. Yeah. So the rate of allowance, if you look at the guide in the taxation, the rate of allowance for buildings investment is how much? Or is what percent? You're aware?
I'm not sure whether to classify it as a commercial building or building for manufacture.
Is building for manufacture. This is a building for manufacture.
50%.
Good, 50%. So if it's 50%, so this one we can put it there. So in this one, we have the factory. Let's see what they are calling it. Just calling it factory building. And copy straight. I paste it there. Factory building. Now, in this factory building, there are several things that we'll have, we'll capture. One of them is the construction costs. Let's call it just costs, construction costs. And that construction costs, it is this one. So I'm going to say equals this amount. Is the one that we are going to pick and enter there. Found one or more. Yeah, so then there is the issue of the reinforcement. This one. We come and bring it here. Reinforcement. So imekuwa kubwa. I can still expand. There's no problem. There's no cost of having it expanded to fit there. The amount here, come and pick it. This one. We enter. The next one that fits there is the architect's fee. This one is part of the building. So we copy, bring it here, Control V, and the amount is equal to, you go to where we have picked that. It is this amount, you enter. So this now will give us the qualifying amount, the three of them, the qualifying amount for the building. So this one we can come here and say it is equals to this plus this plus this. So that's the qualifying amount for the building. The next thing that qualifies to come there is the parking bay. It's part of the investment. We put it here, Control V, and the cost for it equals, the cost is this one. So we enter there. The next one is electrical wiring. It's part of that, it's part of the building. So we copy, come and put it here. And the amount that qualifies is this one here, electrical wiring. Okay. Yeah, so that is the amount. Then from there now I can have the total. Have the total. So what I need now, the total more, is the 50%. So this one will be equal to this amount, or let me start with the rate. And this rate is going to be used for the others. So it's going to remain constant. So we lock it. And locking means we press F4. So you press F4 so that becomes an absolute relative cell formula. Then we say times this amount here, get the answer. Then we can copy this formula up to that point. And then when we copy that formula up to that point, we can come here and say this is equals to this plus this plus this. Yeah, and this one now, you can double the rule. You can even, you can even bold this because it's a result. The residual is equals to this. That is the carried down value. You minus this one. Then you can copy this formula up to that point. And if you still want to get the total here, no harm, you can do that. So even this one, I can make it bold. So that is the first one. Are we okay with that? Good. So let's go to the next one here. That's commercial building allowance. Commercial building allowance. Commercial building allowance. Now then I'll come and copy this and paste here. Control V. So this one, I don't have a column that I require separate working for. So then I can cut, I bring you here and cut it hapa. Ama for it to appear uniform, let it end like that. So then I have the rate for commercial buildings. You know that the rate is 10%. So this one, we make it a percent that way. So what qualifies for this commercial? We have number one, the office. So there is the office here, this one. Qualifies there. And the qualifying amount for the office is this amount. We enter. The next item that qualifies there are the warehouses. The warehouses. Let's look for them. See where they have been mentioned. This one here. I don't know whether this is, no. Now that figure we can't pick. 2 warehouses. We can't pick the amount it is. So we have to put it here. So warehouses. At this warehouse, we are given an amount. It is 56.25. And it was utilized from 1st of September. And we are doing for the year ended. So we will have to work it out. We'll have to work it out a bit. So maybe I can bring the working here. It's on this line. So it is 56.25. And then here we have 12 months. We have 12 months. So this one I can. $12 months. Then this is 4. Because from September to December, those will be 4 months. So what we shall do is come here and say this will be equal to this amount here. Should have opened the bracket so that it does not. So open the brackets, get this amount. You divide by this one. Close the brackets. Then multiply by 4. Yeah, that's the qualifying amount. And I put it here. No. My qualifying amount should be this one. Because now I have to put it in a way that should be equal to, so that my residual will be okay. So this one, I will come here and say this is equal to this.
Mwalimu, I have a question.
Yes.
We do apportion allowance?
Yeah, you can apportion or you can just give it as full.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What does your teacher do? You said you studied tax, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can apportion.
I'm saying, if I remember correctly, I don't know if we've met. I don't think we are. I don't remember us apportioning. But yeah, okay.
Okay, there are people like now when I look at the solution of last time, they apportioned this amount.
Oh, okay.
They apportion this amount, but when I also look at what we teach, we don't apportion, especially with the new whatever. So if you never apportion, then we can go by that. We can go by that. There will be no harm. So then what we do, we can actually, when I looked at some suggested or some of the works that were done yesterday, I realized people have not complied with the new Public Finance Act. But all the same, nisisitapata kwa examination room. So if you are told that it's not apportioned, then we can still go with that. So the amount is 56.25. Okay, that makes our work easier. The next item is the residential house. There was a residential house somewhere, this one. Let me see whether I can copy. It is there. I can copy that amount. I bring it there. Control V. It's not picking. Control V. So I have copied residential. Paste, yes. The amount, let me see whether it is pickable, equals this amount. You bring it there. Then there is the nursery that was constructed at the cost of 3,000. This one, workplace nursery at 3,000. You say equals, you come and copy that amount here. The next one that you can see that qualifies for that, the next is these drawings and design that qualifies to be brought here. The commercial, Control V, and the amount for it is something we can pick direct. Something we can pick direct. So I think those are the values that we have. So total, then let's come now and compute. Let's come and compute. So our computation will be equal to this amount times this rate. And this rate is going to be constant. So we put F4, then we enter, then we copy this formula up to this point. Then we can come here and get this will be equal to this one minus this. So this one, you get the values there. So now this one will be equal to, they are not many, so I can still, or I use the words, this approach. So I'm taking these ones up to that point, shift equals, then I need also for this one, so you copy. Then this value, okay. So that one is done. The next one is machinery allowance. Machinery investment allowance. Machinery investments and allowance. So let me copy this line and I bring it here. I make it bold. Okay. So for the machinery, we come back here and start identifying. The first machinery you'll be able to see is this conveyor belt. This conveyor belt. So you put it there. And the qualifying amount for the conveyor belt, when you run back there, is this 3,000. You press enter. The next one you can see is the processing machinery. The processing machinery. Processing machinery, this one, somewhere here. Now this value cannot be picked, so we will have to put it here manually. Processing machinery. and they are saying is 13,000. So this figure, we need to put the decimals during fanane na zingine. Then we are also informed somewhere here, they said that they got additional machine, additional, whether it has copied, not copy. This one, you paste it there, and this one is coming in. It's coming in at a cost of 22. Yeah. Oh, I've forgotten to put the line for the rate. So insert and put the rate. Hii nayo ya machinery, what is the rate?
25.
Machinery is 25 or 50? It's 50.
Yeah, 50.
50%. Vehicles due 25. Okay, so is a percent. Good. So with that, we can compute is equals to this times this F4. Then you drag fika hapo. Then this one tasema ni this minus this equals, then you autofill. Then I can come here and say equals to this plus this plus this. Then I come and autofill this one. And the values I double underline. And then this one is the word to. Then I bold. Okay. Still moving on well. The next one is motor vehicle allowances. There is a lot of classifications. Nowadays, they used to be very simple. There's very few classes and you are done. But now, the new act has very, very many things. Okay, so then this is oh, I copied here and I forgot to change this one. This was supposed to be machinery. Kindly change if you had not. That was machinery. These ones were okay. So let me copy and I bring them here. And they are bold. So now this is motor vehicle. Motor vehicle. Motor vehicle. Then we have the rate. Hiyo ndio tumesema ni 25%. 25%. So let's look for the vehicles that are qualifying. Ukirudi huku juu, kwanza unaona they bought a BMW. This one. They bought a BMW. So unakuja unakibia unaiweka hapa. Na the qualifying amount for that BMW is 5750. Is your paper showing that?
Yes.
Okay. Then we have what else? We have the lorry. The lorry is qualifying. We copy. and the amount is the next is the order. This one will be classified as part of the vehicles. Mambo ya tipa. Oh, sorry, I've done it wrongly. I had not copied the lorry. Yes, so the order is posting us that amount. There is something else they are calling mobile crane. Mobile crane. And the amount. Okay. So then let's get the allowance equals are we together at that point?
Yes.
Good. So the next one now is the software. Okay. Lynn, I can see you. Good morning and welcome. So the next one is software or computer software allowances. We have computer